Hi, I'm Sasha, work from home wellness expert, morning routine queen, here for all of your distributed life needs. And today I want to talk to you about emotional boundaries. A couple of years ago, I made a video dedicated to emotional boundaries and understanding the difference between caring for someone and putting someone else's needs always above your own. By far, that is my most popular video on YouTube. So obviously, this is a topic that people want and need to hear more about. So I started to think about emotional boundaries in the context of my current passion, which, as many of you know, is morning routines, and how morning routines actually help you build better emotional boundaries. And I actually have an example to share with you of that exact connection from one of my recent morning routine clients. She came to me wanting a morning routine because she, like many people, finds herself working from home during the pandemic. Normally, she leaves the house and goes to an office. And she was having a hard time getting up early and doing the things she knows help her to feel good. And that feeling was starting to compound and making her feel low energy and just not healthy, not on top of things. So I designed a routine for her that included some of the things that she really truly loves, such as morning walks on the beach, Pilates, making coffee, taking a shower, getting ready for the day. And when she started practicing this routine, she loved it. Couldn't get enough of it, was really singing its praises. And what was cool is it was revealing more benefit than just the pleasure of experiencing the sunrise at the beach in the morning, which of course is a massive pleasure. But in addition to those things, she realized that having that time and space in the morning was helping her to have some really important reflections on her relationship and some issues that had been present for a long time. And having that time to herself was actually giving her the strength to be able to draw boundaries in the relationship around what she felt she could deal with and what she felt were deal breakers. And that was huge for her and huge for their relationship. And she also shared with me that in the midst of what was going on with them and not really knowing if they were going to stay together or not be together, he was over one night, and she said normally she would stay up late and kind of ignore her bedtime and what she knows is important for getting up in the morning. And instead she said, "You gotta go, buddy. I have my morning routine in the morning. I want to do it. You need to go." And he did. And that sent a really clear signal that I know what is important to me, I know what is beneficial to me, and I'm going to honor that. And I just thought that was so powerful. That simple act of saying, I need to do this thing for me, and so you have to go, even if that's not necessarily the thing that they want to hear. And that is huge when it comes to emotional boundaries, because those of us that struggle with emotional boundaries tend to anticipate how the other person is going to feel, and then we cater to that rather than honoring our own feelings and our own desires. So I just loved that super clear connection of how something as simple as a morning routine can lead to better emotional boundaries. And when I look a little deeper, I can really narrow it down to two key factors about the morning routine that help create these boundaries. Number one is actual time and space to be inward and connect with yourself. When you work from home especially, boundaries around time and space can be really blurry, and it can be hard to actually feel like you have time to yourself, even if you're by yourself a lot. If you create routines and habits, then you're actually creating those boundaries around time and space for yourself. And doing so means that you are devoting time to be inward. And that time is basically in your calendar, just like an important work meeting, except it's a meeting with yourself. Key number 2 is that you are creating the habit of honoring what is important to you. Just like in that story, my client knew in the moment what was going to make her feel good, and it wasn't staying up late, it was going to bed and getting up early for her morning routine. And it's the practice of doing that routine that helped her to know that and to be able to draw that boundary. So creating habits where you are learning to prioritize your own desires is going to help you in those moments where you tend to skip over that and you look directly to what the other person's wants and desires are, whether or not you've even asked them. And starting your day with that tone of my self-care is important, what I want and need is important, is going to help you set the tone for the rest of the day. I just thought it was so cool to see that direct connection between healthy morning routine, emotional boundaries, and I had to share it with you. If you are struggling with your mornings, or you want to feel like your mornings are more valuable, then please go and check out my website, thatdistributedlife.com, and click on Master Your Mornings. And we can work on designing a custom morning routine that fits your unique needs, your unique lifestyle. So you can check that out. And of course, the link is also below this video. I'm curious to know what routines you find most helpful in your life for creating emotional boundaries. Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.